Hi, I'm Tanner with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Today we're going to go over one of our inventory units. Well, not an inventory unit. This is a custom order unit for a customer. They sat down about 4 months ago, completely built this out on a piece of paper with us. Showed up here yesterday, so here it is. It's a 2021 Cimarron Norstar 3-horse bumper pull. Customer pretty much hand-picked everything on this trailer. We made it a little bit longer, so you're about 21 foot of floor length. We've added about 2 to 3 foot of length to this trailer to kind of get some things included that this customer wanted. We also made this bumper pull 8 foot wide to give them a little more room on the inside. We also put some majors on this trailer that I'll show you guys in a little bit. As you can tell, this trailer is a lot taller than a typical bumper pull as well. This trailer is 7'7" tall, so this is an extra tall, extra tall bumper pull and extra wide as well. And we'll just kind of walk around and show you some of the things that this customer picked out when they fully built this trailer. Starting here at the tack room door, you'll notice the thing this customer wanted to do was have a swing out. And by doing the swing out, we kind of walked through some steps and stuff like that. So we also added the bigger 42-inch door to be able to get this swing out. Swing out works really cool. It runs on a gas piston. So you pretty much start pushing it, it'll pull itself back in, and you start pulling it, and it kind of pulls itself back out on that gas piston. The cool thing about building these trailers is you can see they picked to have the saddle rack and the blanket bars on the same pole. If you're building your own trailer, you can kind of do whatever you want. You can say, I want 2 saddle racks here, some blanket poles here, I want some on the door. You pretty much get to select everything on this trailer. Here on the door, customer did want a door organizer. It's a super cool little thing. You can see it's got a bunch of holes for like spray bottles, brushes, hair combs, anything like that. You can also just turn this if you want to take your stuff with you from, say, your tack room at home to this trailer. It's super easy to just take this off this wall and move it to your tack wall in your tack room. There's some stuff in here like a Cimarron book and some extra tie rings. I think that tack organizer is super cool. Instead of nailing them straight to the wall, they put them on that little twist rivet deal. And I mean, in 2 seconds, you can move this from this trailer to your show barn and, you know, take all your brushes and sprays with you super easy. On the inside of this tack room, you'll notice it is a pretty big tack room for a bumper pull. Customer wanted that little bit bigger tack. They told us where to put the spare. We have a clothes rod here above this spare. Again, they told us everywhere they wanted this. They wanted their clothes hanging there in this front nose. And then behind me, you'll notice that we do have some extra bridle hooks as compared to a normal bumper pull trailer. They wanted more bridle hooks, more hanging space, and they also opted to carpet this whole partition wall behind where these bridles hang. Again, I always talk about how the carpet helps protect the aluminum and your painted aluminum on these trailers. That customer agreed, and they wanted to take an extra step further and just protect that whole wall in case you do have some stuff rolling around up in here or some totes up against that wall. You're not scratching your paint up. A big reason why this front tack is a little bit bigger is they wanted that corner water tank behind this swing out. We had to make this trailer a little bit longer in the beginning to get this folding thing, your folding saddle tree to swing out. And they also wanted that water tank there behind that. So we had to make that trailer a little bit longer again. But again, that customer, that's what they wanted. So we sit down and we draw this out. We go over about 4 or 5 revisions and we get this trailer exactly everything how you want it equipped and make it work. That is a 25-gallon water tank. It does come with a stand. Cool thing about it is it comes with a hose, and it's kind of got a hose spigot here at the bottom. So again, if you're saddling horses outside this trailer, you can run a hose right from this tank right out the door and water your horses right outside this door pretty easily. Up above the entrance to this tack room, you will notice there is an upgraded lighting system on this trailer. Customer wanted to upgrade to our new OptiBrite lights. These are a different OptiBrite than we have had in the past. We kind of went to a new lighting system. Before you get a wide range, it looked really bright, but it kind of spread out. We went to this new system. It's going to give you really bright, really focused light, and that customer wanted to upgrade the lights on this trailer. Coming down the tail side of this trailer, again, you'll notice just how tall this trailer is. This is going to be a great trailer setup, you know, for warm blood horses, those bigger horses that this customer is going to be hauling. Up top, we do have a 16-inch awning light. I think a standard comes on these 3 horses. We do about a 6-inch awning light, but again, a bigger trailer, you're probably going to have more horses. That light's going to spread out a lot more by doing that 16-inch awning light. Another thing I want you guys to notice is they did custom color this trailer. Typically when we order these trailers to our lot, we just order them in the color white because then customers can kind of fits everyone's needs. This customer wanted to go with this charcoal metallic. It's a really slick color on this trailer, as you can tell. Again, they have multiple colors you can choose from, anything up to red. You could make this trailer red if you wanted to. So it's really cool to sit down, build one out, and actually see all the options you can do. Here on this tail side, we do just have your 3 bus windows, your standard sliding type. They are kind of oversized, which is nice, because once you open these up, you're going to be able to pull all that fresh air from your head side through and out the back of this trailer really efficiently. Cool thing you guys will probably notice is, I mean, this is a 3-horse slant setup, you guys will see in a little bit, but we do have these Dutch doors that overswing here on the back. It's a super cool setup. They didn't just want your standard 50/50 doors, so these Dutch doors will swing open, they lock in place right here, and you can drive down the road with them like that. It won't hurt the trailer at all, and it's going to give your horses that much more airflow in there, and you guys will see what I'm talking about here in a second. Down below, it is all aluminum wheels. These tires are nitrogen filled. By nitrogen filling these tires, I had a customer call me the other day and ask me about it. They're 100% nitrogen right now, so what that does is, like a cold morning like this morning, it's probably 40 degrees when we got here this morning, it's probably going to be 70s today. It keeps that tire from contracting and expanding too much. That way your PSI kind of stays steady. Cool thing is, if you're on the side of the road and you get a flat or your tire's leaking and it gets a little low, you can fill it with normal air, no problem. And then when you get to where you're going, you can fill it with nitrogen, or you think filling it with nitrogen is a pain in the butt trying to go to all these stations that have nitrogen, you can just empty all the nitrogen out and fill them with air if that's something you wanted to do. Coming around the tail side of this trailer, again, I talked about how they did those full overswing Dutch doors. The cool thing about doing that is you don't have to worry about locking your doors open, but by doing the Dutch doors, it also makes your bottom half of that back door a ramp. So you don't have to add a ramp necessarily, your ramp becomes part of that back door system. So when you're traveling, you can easily travel, and that's how you can go down the road. And you can see just how much more airflow you're gonna get for your horses. The cool thing is you see this little hay room right here they did. Typically, most times when we put this folding tack on the back of a trailer, what we do is we put it there so you can move your tack from the front of the trailer, move your saddle tree back here, and have more tack back here. But as you can see, there's no saddle rack, there's no post to even put a saddle rack back here. What they did was they made this trailer about 6 inches longer back here in this folding tack area. And the reason they did that is so they could fit small bales of hay right here and stack them all the way to the ceiling. Cool thing about that Dutch door system is if you're hauling horses and you still want all that airflow for your horses here in the back, you can overswing this Dutch door, close your Dutch door, and that way your hay and stuff's not blowing around, but you still have that big back door open space for your horse. It's a pretty cool little setup they did. And it's super functional. You can do a bunch of different things. Cool thing is if they're not hauling hay, they want a little more room for their horses, they can fold that wall over, take it completely out, and have that much more room. Coming up into this trailer, the first thing you'll notice is the floor is different than our standard Cimarron. We talk a lot about adding worm flooring to trailers. So this trailer has, in my opinion, probably the best flooring combo you can do right now. Underneath this floor, it is Cimarron's 4-inch centers, the strongest floor you can buy on the market. They took a step further and they wormed this flooring. They got to pick the color scheme for this floor. They went with some black, some gray, and some orange to kind of try and match that charcoal metallic color on the outside. Cool thing about worm is it pretty much eliminates the need for those rubber mats. You can come in here and once it gets dirty enough to where you can't handle it anymore, your horses can't handle it anymore, you don't have to pull mats, you just come in here with the hose and spray it out and it's going to look just like this, and you're never going to have to worry about that urine eating at your floor and, you know, corroding your floor. They did go with some airflow dividers in this trailer, you'll see. Typically when we order these Cimarron trailers for our lot, again, we custom order every single trailer on our lot, so they're all a little bit different. But the ones we typically go with don't have these bars like that. It's a little more cost effective, and a lot of times horses will fight. She's not worried so much about her horses fighting. She wants them to see each other and, again, get that airflow flowing through this trailer, hitting your horse everywhere so they can see each other, they get a little bit more airflow. Customer also opted to do padded dividers in this trailer, which is really handy. By doing the padded dividers, it almost gives your horses just a little more cushion to lean on. You'll notice in this rear stall we did have to go to telescope and divider. The reason we do that is because, kind of like I talked, if you want to use some more space over here, but you don't want your horse in the way, you can run this in, fold your wall. I'll show you guys, I guess. can run that in. I'll show you just how easy this wall folds over, locks into place, and you can see just how much more space you get up in this trailer. Again, you can haul ATVs in this trailer, you know, side by sides if that's something you're interested in. And then when you go to travel, you just slide your divider back out, lock it into place, and you're ready to go to the rodeo, the show, whatever it may be. Cool thing about making this trailer 8 wide, which is what the customer wanted to do, is we got to put these mangers in this trailer. By putting mangers in this trailer, it gives you that opportunity to feed your horses on the inside. It helps keep your hay bags clean. You're not having to deal with hay nets hanging from the ceiling, the possibility of your horse maybe snagging a foot in that hay net or something like that. Having these solid, sturdy aluminum feed racks is really cool. Another cool thing about it is it's super easy to get clean. Like I talked about hosing the floor off in this trailer. There's a drain over here on the side, right here. You can take a hose, and same time you're rinsing out the back, you can rinse out your old grain, your old hay, and it'll all flow to that hole and drain right to the ground. So this trailer's gonna stay super clean and super nice for you guys while you're traveling. Again, we kind of talked about the upgraded lighting system in this trailer a little bit. I showed you one on the front tack. You'll notice there are 3 upgraded lights back here for your horses as well. That way you have plenty of light while you're loading them, or if you want to give your horses some light while you're traveling so they can eat or whatever it may be, you're going to have enough light back here to do so. Roof in this trailer, standard from Cimarron, you're getting a fully insulated roof. It's going to stay about 20% colder in here during the summer for your horses and about 20% warmer in the winter. This insulated roof is awesome for your horses. We always talk about airflow and keep your horses cool. You're going to have plenty of airflow coming through this trailer, and that's going to absorb a lot of heat from the sun. Again, about 20% cooler is going to stay in here for your horses during the summer. On top of your big drop downs and your big bus windows like we talked about, each stall is going to have a roof vent. Customer opted to put these roof vents in the middle, which is what we do on most of our horse trailers, but you can put these wherever you want. We talked about the other day, you can run them over the heads of your horses. If you want double over the heads and over the heels of your horses, you can put as many in roof vents wherever you want in this trailer to get much more air for your horses. Cool thing about these roof vents is they're 2-way. Typically you can make them to pull air in and pull air out. So you put your first 2 open to pull air in. You can make your last one pull air out, and that way you're getting that clean, smooth air flowing over the top backs of your horses, keeping them cool while you're traveling. Up here in the front of this, again, we talked a little bit how it has mangers right here to feed, but it also has an escape door. So to be able to utilize that escape door, we do not run the manger all the way up to the front. That is an option. We can do that for you guys, but we just opted not to on this trailer. But we do have a hay bag there so you can feed that front horse and again, not have to worry about a hay net hanging down to the ground and still be able to use that escape door if you need to while you're traveling. I'll kind of show you guys how that works here in a minute. Again, it's a super cool setup. The roof's bowed in this trailer. On top of it being insulated, it is bowed. And that just, again, that helps that water not sit on the roof. It helps it not eat at your seals. So pretty much if it rains, it snows, and anything piles up there, it's gonna run off this trailer versus sitting up there, you know, and warping your roof and eating away at your seals. We'll shoot around to the head side of this trailer. As we're walking around it, you can see them upgraded lights everywhere. We have a 16-inch awning light on the back versus an 8. We have a big spotlight LED back there, so if you needed that extra light to load your horses. And then again, coming around on this head side, we do have that 16-inch up top as well. That way, if you're tying out on this side of the trailer, you have just as much light as you would on the other side of the trailer. If you need to saddle, or maybe you show up somewhere and the sun's beating down on that other side and you want to give your horses some shade, you do have the ability to tie out on this side of the trailer and keep them nice and cool. Typical Cimarron head side of this trailer, we do have these extra large drop downs. I think they're some of the best windows I've ever seen. They're super sturdy. I can pretty much move the whole trailer before I can do anything to this window. Cool thing I like about it, like I talked, if you're feeding on the inside and stuff like that, you're not having to unload horses to get hay in here if you had sliding windows or some hard windows to get into. If you need to feed your horses, you pretty much just drop your windows and you can feed your horses. Your manger feeder is right here. You can tie your horses, untie your horses. I really like it for the tying aspect as well, because a lot of times you get where you're going, your horses know you're where you're at and they're going to be unloading soon, and if you try to unload them on the back door when you're tied in here, they're going to start pulling back on their tie loop, and it can get pretty western pretty fast. So by doing this, it gives you the ability to untie your horse before you open that back door, and they can back out without running over or hanging themselves up. The cool thing about doing the mangers on the inside, again, a bumper pull, you typically don't get a whole lot of storage in a bumper pull, but by doing mangers, it gives you just a little bit more. We do have two 18-inch manger doors right here. Again, just more storage. Customers gonna be able to put grain in here, buckets in here, anything it might be while they're traveling. This trailer's got a lot of storage for just a little 3-horse bumper pull. Again, we got this manger storage, we got the extra large front tack. This trailer's, I mean, it's equipped very, very well for a bumper pull trailer. It's gonna give you guys probably the most storage you could get out of a bumper pull, unless you make just some super huge trailer. But I talked a little bit about that first stall in here not being able to have that manger run through, and I'll show you guys why. The reason we don't run that manger all the way through is if you do get in an accident traveling somewhere, or if you just wanted to use this as a mud room or something like that, or again, store hay, grain, anything you may want in here, it makes it super easy to drop your hay bag. You can throw hay in there, grain in there, anything you want to store in there. Because of that first stud stall, it's going to keep it from getting underneath your horses. So as you can see, if we ran those mangers all the way up to the front, you kind of lose that ability to keep this as an outside storage, or the ability that if you do get in a wreck for some reason going down the road, to be able to safely load your horses off the front if your back door is inaccessible. We can do a manger that runs all the way through here, but it's a little different. It attaches to that door, so it's kind of the same concept. It's just a little bit pricier, and the customer opted out of that. And again, it's super easy that if you did want to load horses, again, after you were done using this for storage, it takes about 2 seconds, your hay bag's back up, your chest bar's there, and you're ready to load that first horse and travel. Again, this is a customer unit, so it is sold. With that being said, I mean, a lot of us are going to orders right now. If you guys are interested in building a trailer, if you're interested in building a trailer like this one, or if you have some dream trailer you're interested in building, go ahead and give us a call. But again, if you want to reference this trailer number is 5N210046. Again, it's a 2021 Cimarron Norstar 3-horse bumper pull. It's a full custom customer unit ordered. Yeah, if you want to build one like this, or you have a dream trailer that you're maybe thinking of building, go ahead and give us a call. Again, my name's Tanner with Transwest. Phone number is 303-684-3400. Thanks for tuning in.